Oh my goodness. Welcome to the Unshakeable Co-Parent podcast. It has been a long time since I have uploaded an episode or done an episode. I didn't realize how long it had been, but I am here. It's been a year. A lot's happened. I'm sure a lot's happened in your life too. This is a quick check-in on the direction of where the Unshakable Co-Parent podcast is going. And the direction I'm going in general across my social media as well. So you're here, you're listening, you're likely a mum who shares children with someone who is not child focused. Whatever label you want to put under that is completely up to you. Around here, we just don't care about what the co-parent is or isn't. They are not child focused. So that is why we are here. Now, this is just a really quick episode to give you a few updates of what's been going on, where we're headed into the new year, 2026, and that you can expect more regular and frequent episodes from me if what I have to share is aligned and feels aligned for you, and if it's something that you get value from. Now, obviously, I'm an expert in parenting and co-parenting in narcissistic dynamics, let's say. Now, that's not necessarily my title, but I support my clients through parenting in that dynamic as well as co-parenting in that dynamic. So everything from communication and boundaries, supporting and protecting their children, preparing for court, what needs to go into your parenting plan, working on your emotions and dealing with third parties who are completely oblivious and not on the same page, how to basically get your co-parent to shut the fuck up in communication when they're having a rant, or just to protect your energy in general because you're onto bigger and better things in your life. However, you do still have your children who spend time with your co-parent. They spend time with their other parent. So how do you hold yourself in that dynamic when your children maybe come back and their head's filled with nonsense from your co-parent, or they're dysregulated, or they're internalizing? What we do here is we are breaking these patterns. We don't want our children to go through the same things that we did. We don't want them to have the same relationship dynamics that we have in the past. So that is what we're doing here. Now, everything that I teach, and you've probably heard me if you've heard me on other episodes, and if you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Everything I teach is more strategic. However, strategy alone is not it. It is not the vibe. It is about who you become and the version of you that you are when you apply the strategy. So a lot of my programs are like how-to programs. I'm saying that with speech marks, like how to document your evidence, what to put into your parenting plan, how to communicate with third parties. But some of the things, as in becoming the unshakable role model for your children, there's no step-by-step process. That is something that we embody. That's something that we grow into. And we're not talking about loving your children more or being there for your children. You hold space for them. You are their safe, emotionally healthy, stable parent. We're not disputing that. But when you have this dynamic, you have a co-parent who is not child focused, certain things need to happen. Certain things need to be in place, and you need to become this highest version of who you are so that they have something solid to latch onto, your children, that is, not your co-parent. Okay, so the direction that we're heading in is, this is still about how to. There's still a lot of strategy because some of the things just need to get shit done. If you've got, meetings with your lawyer or attorney next week and you need to get something done, there's still a lot of information in my programs about that. However, who you become and who you need to become in order to apply the strategy on a consistent basis and always get the outcomes that you need and want, or as very close to the outcomes that you need and want for you and your children, that is who you become in the process and who you need to become. And you usually know that best and highest version of who you are is not the same version that you are showing up as now, for various different reasons. It's all part of the journey. So we're heading into, yes, there's strategy. Yes, there are programs you have access to support your children, to not proof them against manipulation, to support them through transitions, to strengthen the bond that you have with them, and programs for call prep and programs for communication and boundaries to create a lot of energetic space between you and your co-parents so that you can protect your peace and protect your energy. That is all crucially important. What is, I would say, equally, if not more important, is who you need to be in order to apply and implement the strategy, and to do that over time so that you embody this version of who you are. And you'll be able to just show up as your highest and best self for your children. Now, currently, we've just wrapped up reclamation codes. Now, reclamation codes, in my opinion, is basically what every single person who comes into my world needs to know and have in place before she applies any strategy. When I say reclamation codes, think of it as your standards, your principles, your go-to non-negotiables for how you show up as a parent and how you support your children, for how you communicate and set boundaries with your co-parent and others and third parties, and how you show up in court and hold yourself throughout the process. So these reclamation codes, in my opinion, are the foundation for all of the strategy that you will ever have to implement. And even if you did nothing else in my world, reclamation codes is what will set you up, because you'll refer back to them. You're going to refine them over time, obviously, because you're going to keep growing and expanding, and your life is going to change, and your children will get older. But reclamation codes is going to support you to have your non-negotiables in place. And there are 5 or 6 codes, like I mentioned: children, communication, court. There's also relationships and relationship with yourself and personal power. So there's 6 codes. If you just had your codes for all those different areas set up and did nothing else in my world, that would set you up. But obviously you have to live by it. You have to embody it. It has to be something that you follow. So that is reclamation codes, and I will link it in the description box to this episode. Now, when it comes to accessing any information that you need, as in programs, you might have heard in previous episodes me talking about not proofing your kids against manipulation, documenting evidence, Queen of Boundaries, Unfiltered. All of those programs now are in one spot because they have been scattered all over the place with different links, or I've offered them sporadically. They are now living inside the Unshakeable Hub, where you'll get access to all the programs across children, communication, boundaries, and court, if court is part of your story right now, as well as Evidence Edge AI. So you'll get access to that, or you can get access to all of those programs within the Unshakeable Hub. And at the moment, currently, as I'm speaking, there are 2 ways to join. There is a monthly option, and then there is an annual option. With the annual option, there are a few other things that you get. And currently, until the 31st of December, that offer is on at the special rate. I will link all the details in the description box to this audio. But really what I want to say is we are heading in another direction. It's still the same direction, but just going deeper. There's going to be more opportunities to go deeper with me in the next year, more opportunities to do this work very closely with me in small, intimate group settings, because that's actually more my vibe. I really like connecting with my clients. Yes, it's good to offer things at instant access, and some people just want to get in, get out. Whereas I have noticed over the years that connection is really important, and I thrive when I'm responding to clients and we have that back and forth interaction. So there we have it. Reclamation codes is instant access. If you do nothing in my world, do that. And the Unshakeable Hub, reclamation codes is not included in the Unshakeable Hub, but if you want or have heard of or have coveted any of my programs, or even if you have a few programs or masterclasses, the Unshakeable Hub is where the rest of the frameworks live right now. So both those links will be in the description box. So keep following the podcast, rate, review, share with whoever you need to, all that stuff. And just watch this space. I have more spaciousness and capacity now to get back into podcasting, because it's actually what I really enjoy. I enjoy talking and sharing and providing that kind of light on some of the darker places so that you can just go and run with it and do whatever you need with it. But if you can feel me, you can feel my heart, and you are aligned with where we're going, then I encourage you to follow along and watch this space. Other than that, take care, and I will see you wherever we're connected. Bye for now.